bars. One, two, three. 2, 3. Was it in this hall?
Yeah, we were right here,
Oh.
same place.
You guys are working a lot. Quattro Horns? Who's the other? I mean, Joe. Who's the other one?
Dane.
Oh, Dane Schuler.
For a couple years, 2 or 3 years.
Was he yesterday, you said? It was
Yeah.
yesterday?
Yeah. We're looking for a new personnel. Joe's going to be moving.
Is he going to move up there all? I know he talked about it, but is he going West Virginia? Where's he going?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Nebraska's a very good school.
Play the hornpipe again.
Yeah, they weren't listening the first time. We could just do it again.
I hope so. I was telling Bob I'm doing some writing, so trying to where I can devote some time to it without being, well, me personally, yeah, I'll probably go see my dad down in San Antonio, and then but my son lives in Los Angeles. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, it's always a good time when I go visit him.
Did you say San Antonio?
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite cities.
yeah. I was born and raised there, my hometown. I left when I was 22. Never thought, didn't think I'd never go back. Thought I'd go back, but never did.
I love it. I love it there.
Yeah.
And you end up in the Midwest.
Yes.
Go figure.
Of all places, Wisconsin, right?
I went down there a year ago for a 4-day weekend in February, and there's like this most beautiful 82-degree Sunday in February.
In February, yeah. You don't want to be there in July and August.
Humid, isn't it?
Here we go.
Okay. 1, 2. This is A.
I
2
gotta
bars.
be flat.
1, 2. Ready.
Good afternoon. Everyone could please be seated. Thank you. Members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty, graduating classes of the year 2019, distinguished guests and honorees, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you to these commencement ceremonies. The Medical College of Wisconsin is pleased to honor the women and men upon whom degrees will be conferred today. This day is a great moment in the lives of these individuals. We're especially pleased that all of you are here today to share in their special moment. Commencement is a time to acknowledge new beginnings, not endings. Graduates, you're embarking on a profound and important journey. As a physician, scientist, or healthcare leader, your knowledge and skills must continue to grow because the science and art of medicine are ever evolving. The coming years will see changes in your professions that will demand your commitment to lifelong learning. It's our fervent wish that as an alumnus or alumna, your ties to MCW will remain strong and that we will continue to be an important influence and a force in your life. We also wish that your professional lives will enrich not only you and your families, but the world as well. I now would like to introduce Mr. Corey Nettles, Chair of the Board of Trustees of the Medical College of Wisconsin, to offer his congratulations to the graduates.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, permit me to extend our sincere congratulations to each and every graduate. We take great pleasure and pride in your singular accomplishment. As you commence your new beginning as a scientist, a physician, or a servant of the public's health and ethics, we salute you and we wish you well. We know that you will bring great honor to both yourselves and your alma mater. Congratulations and our very best wishes.
I'd now like to invite Dr. Joseph Kirschner, the Medical College of Wisconsin's Provost and Executive Vice President and Dean of the MCW School of Medicine, to the podium.
President Raymond, members of the board, Deans Misra, McKinnon, faculty members, distinguished guests, alumni, friends, family, but most of all, you are graduates. To our graduates, I know that this is a momentous day for you, one that will be etched in your memories for years to come. Much as it is for me as a graduate of the School of Medicine from 1990, I remember sitting in this very auditorium not that long ago. I'm always given the pleasure and the privilege to speak to our graduates at this time of year, and I've had the opportunity to address those who are graduating from the School of Medicine already on 2 occasions, at their hooding ceremony and at their senior dinner. And the topic of that conversation has been around equity. And we specifically talked last night at the senior dinner around gender equity. And at that senior dinner, I asked some of those who were in attendance to send me via Twitter or Instagram some of their comments about what they hoped the future would look like around equity. And we received a couple of comments that I wanted to share with you this afternoon. The first came from an individual who was attending as a family member to the dinner and said that they were so inspired by the commitment to equity by the Medical College of Wisconsin and what they had learned about that they were going to begin their application to the School of Medicine to the Medical College of Wisconsin this week. So that's always pretty good when you can inspire the next generation of students to do that. So congratulations to those of you who have talked up the institution, and I hope that individual does indeed matriculate here at MCW in the future. The other comment came from one of our graduates, and the comment was this, basically that they hope for the future that equity would be the norm and not something that we had to continually struggle with or create programs around. And we certainly have much distance to travel in that regard, but I know that you, our graduates, will help us achieve that success into the future. Permit me to extend my comments a little bit further on the topic of equity as we move forward in a couple of areas. One is around health equity, and we know as societies that we will not have equity in health unless that health in an equitable way extends to all stratas of society. And this includes, but is not limited to, no regard for socioeconomic status, gender, race, or other conditions. And we also know that we have a lot of distance to travel as it regards to health equity in our society. So my question to you, graduates of MCW, in 2019 is, what will you do to advance our society and health equity into the future? We heard from Mr. Curry last night about some of the challenges that he faced as he came back from the Vietnam War. And we know that there are disparities and lack of health equity for those of us and those of our family members who have served in the military. And I'm very proud of what MCW does to partner with our Veterans Hospital here in Milwaukee and other organizations across the country to work on that health equity as it relates to those who have served. I would ask all of you graduates, though, as you graduate and move into your communities, we heard last night about service to our communities as well, what will you do to ensure health equity into the communities in which you move, the communities in which you live? And I'm not talking just about your community that is on your street, your block, your neighborhood. What are you graduates going to do to ensure that the resources in your community extend further than your most proximate neighborhood, to all members of your community, so that people can have access to the medications that they need, so that all members of your community can have access to primary care and specialty care, so that we can reach a healthier tomorrow? I know that you, our graduates, will help us to succeed in this regard. We know that one of the core principles of biomedical research is that the knowledge that we create extends to a heterogeneous population, not to just a single segment of our population. But we know at the same time that over the last decades of biomedical research, that entire segments of our population have been excluded from the inclusion of how that data applies to them. So for those of you who are graduating with advanced degrees in science and who are going to be charged with developing the new knowledge to change lives for the future, I ask you today, and ask you to think about for the future, what are you going to ensure for your careers as you generate that new knowledge to change lives, to ensure that it applies to a broad population, not to a narrow population? As I've said, I have a lot of confidence for the future. I know that you, our graduates, will address these issues around equity, but not just these issues around equity, many, many others. And I look with great pride on your accomplishments for the future. I very much look forward to all of the things you will accomplish. Please do let us know about those accomplishments here at your MCW family, about all the things that you achieve into the future. And I extend my heartfelt congratulations for all that you've done and all that you will do. Thank you.
It's now time to begin the ceremonies that will culminate with the awarding of academic degrees. On behalf of the MCW family, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the 2019 graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. We're delighted to join with your families and friends in celebrating your academic achievements. Each year, we share this graduation day with a special group of alumni, the School of Medicine graduates of 50 years ago. Mawusi E. Kamasa, a member of the School of Medicine class of 2019, now will present a citation to the members of the class of 1969.
Good afternoon. We, the medical class of the year 2019, are pleased to honor the graduates from the medical school class of 1969. It is, at best, a difficult task to try to contemplate the scope and magnitude of medical knowledge that has accrued in the past 50 years. Those of us graduating today can only imagine the dramatic changes which have transformed the practice of medicine. Those who truly can appreciate the advance of medicine are physicians who entered the profession decades ago. They have a special vantage point from which to observe what has transpired. I would like to introduce the 50-year alumni to the 2019 graduating class, faculty, and guests. Would all members of the class of 1969 please stand when I read each of your names and remain standing until all of you have been introduced. Please hold your applause until all names are read. Dr. Joseph P. Annis, Dr. Richard W. Baylor, Dr. John D. Brango, Dr. Bruce D. Buchanan, Dr. Charles R. Buck, Dr. Bruce D. Carlson, Dr. Craig J. Chappell, Dr. Stephen V. Chivetta, Dr. Marshall E. Cusick Jr., Dr. S. Thomas Donovan, Dr. Sheldon R. Foreman, Dr. Robert C. Gomez, Dr. Donald J. Imber, Dr. Martin W. Kern, Dr. Walter W. Keyes, Dr. Thomas E. Kilkenny Jr., Dr. Thomas E. Nuff, Dr. John F. Kuglich, Dr. L. Dale Lapp, Dr. James L. Lesniak, Dr. Paul A. Luca, Dr. Julia F. Moore, Dr. Peter T. Negri, Dr. Godfrey C. Pinder, Dr. Thomas J. Stoffel, Dr. David J. Strauss, Dr. John R. Wida, Dr. Perry T. Walters, and Dr. D. McLean Wilson. Please join me in honoring the 50-year graduates.
Our 50-year grads may be seated. Thank you. One of the highest honors that an educational institution can bestow is an honorary degree. We're privileged today to recognize 5 individuals for this award. At this time, I invite to the podium Dr. Ravi Misra, Dean of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, to read the citations. Will Mrs. Virginia K. Bolger and sponsors Dr. Ann Nattinger and Dr. J. Frank Wilson please come forward?
As First Lady of the Medical College of Wisconsin from 1990 to 2010, Virginia Ginny Bolger was an active contributor to enhancing the institution's missions and legacy. During the 2 decades that her late husband, T. Michael Bolger, J.D., served as President and Chief Executive Officer of MCW, Mrs. Bolger was an ambassador for the institution, traveling around the country for alumni dinners, the annual clinical conference, and myriad fundraising events. She is a founding member of MCW's Woman in Science program and, as a member of the Cancer Center Advisory Board since 1995, actively participates in increasing awareness and financial support of the center. During Mrs. Bolger's tenure as president of the Friends of the Medical College of Wisconsin, the organization raised the largest amount from a single event in its history to increase the endowment that now focuses on medical, graduate, and pharmacy student scholarships. In 2010, in recognition of her important contributions to strengthen ties with MCW's alumni, Mrs. Bolger was named an honorary alumna by the MCW Marquette Medical Alumni Association. In honor of her commitment to enhancing the Medical College of Wisconsin's missions and the legacy, it is my pleasure to present Mrs. Virginia K. Bolger to you, Mr. President, as a worthy recipient of an honorary Doctor of Humanities degree.
Thank you, Dean Misra. Mrs. Virginia Bolger, by virtue of the authority vested in me upon recommendation of the Commencement Committee and by action of the MCW Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humanities, honoris causa. Will Mr. Robert David Curry and sponsors Dr. Saeed Ahmed and Dr. Leslie Ruffalo please come forward?
As a Vietnam veteran, Milwaukee native Robert Bob Curry saw the opportunity to help out a new generation of soldiers when the Afghanistan War and war in Iraq began. In 2008, Mr. Curry founded Dry Hooch of America, a nonprofit organization with the goal to give veterans a safe, alcohol-free, drug-free environment to deal with the post-traumatic stress disorder they might be feeling after returning home. The idea revolved around the creation of a retail coffee shop run by and for veterans, which also would support an extended network of veterans' families and encourage veteran interaction with the community as a whole. Over the past decade, Dry Hooch has served thousands of U.S. military veterans through veteran-to-veteran peer support and has grown to include locations in Milwaukee, Madison, Chicago, and elsewhere around the country. Mr. Curry sought support from faculty members at the Medical College of Wisconsin and the Zablocki VA Center early in the process of founding Dry Hooch. Through these partnerships, Dry Hooch has been awarded funding from the Healthier Wisconsin Partnership Program and the Clinical and Translational Institute of Southeastern Wisconsin, among others. Mr. Curry also collaborates with faculty at MCW, Marquette, the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and the Zablocki VA through the Dry Hooch Community Academic Partnership for Veteran Health. In honor of his strong commitment to the veteran community through Dry Hooch, as well as his partnership with MCW and others to enhance veterans' health, it is my pleasure to present Mr. Robert David Curry to you, President Raymond, as a worthy recipient of an Honorary Doctor of Humanities degree.
Thank you, Dean Misra. Mr. Robert David Curry, by virtue of the authority vested in me upon recommendation of the Commencement Committee and by action of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humanities, honoris causa. Will Dr. Shayla M. Roll and Mr. Stephen A. Roll, along with sponsors Dr. Cheryl Marana, Dr. Bruce Campbell, and Dean Joseph Kirshner, please come forward?
Stephen and Dr. Shayla Roll have been pillars of the Milwaukee community for decades. They are longtime philanthropists and champions of higher education, equitable health care, community service, innovation, and more, and have given generously of their time, expertise, and resources to better the region. The Rolls have a strong commitment to the Milwaukee community and education. Mr. Roll served as a member of the Medical College of Wisconsin Board of Trustees from 2008 to 2018, during which he held many leadership roles, including chair. Mr. Roll currently serves on the Board of Directors of the Kern Family Foundation. Dr. Roll served for more than 10 years on the board of Bethany Christian Services, an adoption and family services organization, and has held volunteer leadership roles with Lifestriders and St. John Vianney Church. As a reflection of their deep commitment to education and innovation, the Rolls provided a generous gift to MCW to establish the Stephen and Shayla Roll Endowed Chair of the Kern Institute for the Transformation of Medical Education. They also participate frequently in institute lectures and discussions. The Rolls have served as mentors to many and exemplify medical education's triple aim of character, competence, and caring. In honor of their generous spirit and their commitment to higher education, equitable health care, community service, and more, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Shayla M. Roll and Mr. Stephen A. Roll to you, President Raymond, as worthy recipients of Honorary Doctor of Humanities degree.
Thank you, Dean Misra. Dr. Shayla M. Roll and Mr. Stephen A. Roll, by virtue of the authority vested in me, upon recommendation of the Commencement Committee and by action of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree Doctor of Humanities, honoris causa. Our final honorary degree recipient for 2019 is Dr. Bruce B.J. Miller. Will Dr. Miller and sponsors, Dean Joseph Kirshner and Dr. Jim Thomas, please come forward?
Dr. Bruce B.J. Miller, Jr. is a hospice and palliative care physician and educator who treats hospitalized patients with terminal or life-altering illnesses at UCSF Health in San Francisco. Dr. Miller's expertise includes symptom management for patients with cancer, and in his work in end-of-life care, he seeks to connect art, spirituality, and medicine. During his sophomore year at Princeton, Dr. Miller was the victim of an accident that sent 11,000 volts of electricity into his body, which necessitated the amputation of his left arm below the elbow and both of his legs below the knees. Dr. Miller was able to return to Princeton to graduate with his class and spent a number of years after graduation working at nonprofit organization for the arts and disability rights before deciding to pursue a career in medicine. Dr. Miller received his MD degree from the University of California, San Francisco in 2001 and completed an internship in internal medicine at the Medical College of Wisconsin in 2003. He also completed an internal medical residency at Santa Barbara Cottage Hospital and completed a fellowship in hospice and palliative medicine at Harvard Medical School. A number of years ago, Dr. Miller was quoted in a San Francisco newspaper as saying that early in his training, he began to question his decision to become a doctor, but that an internship at the Medical College of Wisconsin changed everything. Dr. Miller noted that at MCW, he learned about palliative care, which uses a team-oriented, holistic approach to treat the symptoms of illness and relieve pain and suffering, and he never looked back. Dr. Miller's interests are in working across disciplines to effect broad-based culture change and in cultivating a civic model for aging and dying. He invites us to think about and discuss the end of our lives through the lens of a mindful, human-centered model of care, one that embraces dying not as a medical event, but rather as a universally shared life experience. Dr. Miller has been featured as an invited speaker at numerous events, including the 2015 TED Conference, and he's been the subject of multiple interviews and podcasts, including with Oprah Winfrey and in the New York Times. In honor of his passionate advocacy to further the message that suffering and dying are fundamental and intrinsic to life, it is my pleasure to present Dr. B.J. Miller to you, President Raymond, as a worthy recipient of an Honorary Doctor of Medical Science degree.
Thank you, Dean Misra. Dr. B.J. Miller, by virtue of the authority vested in me, upon recommendation of the Commencement Committee and by action of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Medical Science, honoris causa.
Okay. Well, guys, I am extremely happy to be here, so much so I'm shaking. Okay. President Raymond, deans, faculty, professors, parents, students, humans, persons, human beings, mortals. I am honored to be here with you on this very important day. Coming back here is sort of a private joy for me. This is where, as an intern, as the dean just said, where I decided to stick with medicine. And it's a decision I am grateful for most every day of my life since. So before I say anything more, let me just publicly say thank you to the Medical College of Wisconsin for doing me such a good service. Okay, now, former students, graduates, colleagues, congratulations. Soon you'll be starting up to a new starting line, that's true. But like we said this morning, and for those of us who were there, I hope you'll take a moment to extend this sort of transition period. Something has ended, a long, long road, as you know. Something's about to begin, another long road. But in this little vapor lock, I hope you will revel. I hope you will rest. I hope you will feel really proud of yourselves. Okay. As of this moment, you are among the most highly educated people in the world. That's a fact. Now think about that for a moment. This means that you know a lot. You know more, really. This means that you know more than most. It's a certain kind of knowledge you possess now, science, objective, factual, observable, and imperfect, of course. Or rather, in formation. Dispassionate, that is beyond the blurrings of emotion. Science of our kind is more special still. What we care to learn and to know, where we've all pointed ourselves, is science on behalf of humanity, expressly. We are do-gooders. I'd like us to take back that phrase. Somehow that's become a put-down, but in fact I think it's a beautiful effort. We are in service. That is, we have aligned our well-being with that of others. And in this clinical world, we sit at a particularly critical interface. Our version of science is messier. Here, theory meets reality, where truth is of extreme consequence to our fellow humans. We dare to go there, in that interface. In vitro meet in vivo. This is where things get messy. This is where passions arise, emotions, and beauty too, and I'd recommend that you keep an eye out for it. It is courageous of us to walk into this space, this interface, but our courage doesn't hold a candle to that of our patients. For example, we don't get to know how they feel. This is a place of great possibility, this clinical moment. And at any place of possibility, there will also necessarily be places of great loss, great heart-rendering loss. Knowledge will find its limits. We don't get to know how our patients feel, how they receive the truths that we help uncover. So what is the truth? It's a heavy question, maybe, and one that has gone a little light, I think, of late. And it's not an easy question to answer, but it's setting up to be one of the fundamental questions of our time. And we can get close to the truth, but I'm not sure we ever can get all the way. For some of this bit of truth, we can only bow and learn and listen and learn some more. This more advanced truth, we must defer to our patients. Amidst all of their laws, spectacular pounds of laws, they have an awesome power too. Our patients are living the things that we study. So for the rest of the truth, the truth of a fuller reality, none of us gets to know. Not even our patients. Our world, it seems, is still filled with mystery. And if I can counsel in any way, please spend daily time here. Be in touch with all that you don't know. This is where humility and curiosity hang out. This is where teamwork hangs out. This is where all sorts of gorgeousness hangs out. And in this balance, before the enormity of creation, all we can do is huddle with each other, equally confused, equally alone. Fellow travelers, imagine we are, after all, in the same universe, same galaxy, same planet, the same room. That alone gives us an incredible amount in common and so much to celebrate. We are just people trying to love life and one another and ourselves, even if it all seems to be slipping away. And it is so, from what I've seen, all the way to the end of a life. And for this extra bit of truth, all we have to do to access it is care. Patients want us to know what's knowable, yes, and to be honest about what is not. They want us to see them, to know that we will help them hurt less, even if that means just sitting in bed in baffled silence with them for a moment. To feel baffled is exactly the therapy. And if we're honest, we so often are, no matter what our degrees. In other words, patients want us to be human beings. It's that simple, and it's that difficult. If you're feeling pressure, try not to. You are prepared. And your patients will not fault you for not curing the incurable. We are entrusted with their vulnerability. This, I think, is the highest honor ever bestowed upon us. They won't blame you for not achieving a miracle. They will, however, be upset with you for abandoning them. That is our sin. And this is what I got to see play out here at Medical College of Wisconsin 17 years ago. As an intern rotating with the palliative care service, I saw people beyond their white coats acting like real, flawed people. It was beautiful to behold, and I fell for it in an instant. And it was a prototype for me, ever since, for compassionate care. For healing, not just curing. For healing will be possible when curing is not. And I thank you, Medical College of Wisconsin, for preserving and protecting this bigger, much more important mission. So may we all strive to never say an unqualified, "I'm so sorry, there's nothing more we can do." As technicians, that will be true, but as human beings, that will never be true. As humans, we can call to check in. We can drop a note, maybe a month or two after the funeral service, after the crowds have died down. Or maybe we just think of our patients. We are, after all, extremely busy, and I'm not asking that we add one more thing to do to our list. But it is a different way of being. Maybe spend a quiet moment with your patients in mind. I mean it really, just a moment is all it takes. I do believe that somewhere those feelings, those thoughts land somehow. Our time is so compressed, but just dare to be moved. It's a courageous act, and it's a service to them as well as yourselves. Learn this difference between numbness and calmness in the face of suffering. 100% of your patients will suffer. 100% of your patients will die. And so will we. Let those sorrows be real. Let the joys be real as well, because they are. They are part of the truth, too. A full and normal life includes illness, heartache, disability, and death. These do not constitute life interrupted. They are real life in action. So don't forget to take a moment to help put your patients back together again. After they've been parsed by our specialists and our organ systems and by demography, remember to depathologize your patients. Pathology is our word. It's a convention. It's not real. It's not nature's word. I, as a patient, as a disabled person, I may contain some pathology, but I am not pathological for being sick, for being disabled, for dying. It's an enormous distinction. And do this final work, not because your patients are flawed or pitiful, but because there's really not much difference between you two. Keep an eye out for these forces in your work going forward, please. They're big and they're everywhere. Do this and you will not only sleep well, knowing that you're an agent for truth, but knowing you're also engaged with creating new truth and bending it toward the beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Miller, for your inspiring and insightful plenary remarks. At this time, I'd like to turn the podium over to Dr. Ravi Misra, Dean of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, to present the graduates from the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences.
President Raymond, members of the board, Dean Kirshner, Dean McKinnon, distinguished guests, faculty colleagues, alumni, family, and friends. It is my honor to present MCW's 2019 graduates from the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. First, I would like to ask all our graduate students to stand at this time for the MCW Graduate School oath. Guys. All right, great. This oath signifies your commitment to our MCW academic core values and your commitment to the commonly accepted ethical values of the academic scientific community. Please recite the oath with me. I do hereby promise, nice and loud, okay, to conduct myself in a manner deserving of inclusion. Community scholars that I joined today, by fostering collegiality and engagement, I will disavow prejudice, never allowing financial gain, competition, or ambition to cloud my judgment in the ethical conduct of my craft. I will act with honesty, integrity, and objectivity in the pursuit of constructive knowledge that furthers my discipline and benefits society as a whole. Finally, I will honor the foundation of knowledge that has come before me and the promise of new discoveries to come. Okay, wonderful. Please be seated. We got through that, I think, okay? All right. Okay, as signified by the oath that you all just took, and as scientists and scholars, you are part of a centuries-old calling to understand the world around you using the tools of rational empirical inquiry and intellectual honesty. As you go forward and make your careers and take up new challenges, I urge you all to carry the torch of the scientific tradition high and to be emissaries to your family, friends, community, and society at large of this powerful and noble tradition. Before President Raymond confers your degrees, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for giving me a few moments of your attention on this very special day, and I ask you to accept my and the graduate school faculty's congratulations for a job well done and the promise of a bright future. I truly wish you the best. Now we will begin the conferral of the degree of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences degrees. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree please rise? President Raymond, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, I present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and recommend that this degree be conferred upon them.
Thank you, Dean Misra. By the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and pronounce you graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Graduates, please come forward.
Dr. Richard M. Lewis Armstrong. Richard discovered a mechanism by which proteins bind lipids in tuberculosis. Dr. Amber L. Backham. Amber used nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy to reveal new insights into the activity of a protein that regulates mitochondrial quality control. Dr. Lou Ishmael Bandler. Ishmael discovered mechanisms used by bacteria to survive in the intestinal tract. Dr. Amin Behmanian. Amin investigated how racial segregation is related to liver cancer, mortality, and survival. Dr. David S. Chabowski. David investigated how bioactive lipids play an important role in the regulation of human vascular function in health and disease. Dr. Rajrupa Chakraborty. Rajrupa investigated how distinct immune cell populations prevent infection in the host by controlling transport of intestinal bacteria. Dr. Ashley M. Cowie. Ashley showed that a component of the innate immune system drives postoperative pain and inflammation in a sex-dependent manner. Dr. Eric C. Exner. Eric discovered new complexity in a hormone signaling pathway essential to the treatment of cardiovascular disease. Dr. Michael A. Flynn. Mike demonstrated how a vital signaling pathway affects heart development and regeneration. Dr. Zachary J. Gerbeck. Zach identified a key regulator of immune cell metabolism required for controlling tumor growth. Dr. Meredith Halling. Meredith showed that pre-injury exposure to violence, racial discrimination, and low income predict PTSD and poor physical health in traumatic injury patients. Dr. Catherine E. Hendy. Catherine identified novel factors essential for proper eye development. Dr. Ryan E. Hilmer. Ryan discovered a novel signaling pathway interaction during retinal development. Dr. Benjamin D. Holmes. Benjamin discovered geographical clusters of high traffic mortality rates for patients at National Hospital Abuja in Nigeria. Dr. Adam J. Kanak. Adam discovered novel targets for the treatment of neurodegenerative diseases. Dr. Andrew B. Kleist. Andrew identified atomic level switches and an important drug target that may help us design drugs with fewer side effects. Dr. Natasha A. Masouras. Natasha showed how different domains of a signaling protein modulate its role in directing normal and cancer cells to lymphocytes. Dr. Daniel V. Olson. Daniel discovered a way to accelerate data collection during magnetic resonance imaging. Dr. Jared T. Olson. Jared collaborated with Milwaukee communities to understand the health impact of converting vacant lots into community gardens in under-resourced neighborhoods. Dr. Mark R. Peterson. Mark discovered that a small molecule affects the progression of kidney disease in females but not in males. Dr. Benjamin S. Sajak. Ben advanced a non-invasive retinal imaging tool using novel animal models. Dr. Stephanie Santiago. Stephanie identified a novel chaperone protein that prevents protein aggregation in cells. Dr. David M. Schorder. David studied how an immune cell population changes in response to infection, autoimmune disease, and cancer. Dr. Jason R. Siebert. Jason identified a key signaling pathway necessary for immune system natural killer cell priming and viral clearance. Dr. Timothy J. Stadola. Timothy's work illuminated networks of genes co-regulated with renin in hypertension. Dr. Bonafrida Tuyashimura. Frida developed biostatistical machine learning techniques that can help elucidate the utility of personalized treatment selection where the treatment regimen may depend on patient characteristics. Dr. Erin Wesley. Erin showed that targeting a specific molecule in immune T cells can improve anti-tumor responses. Dr. Chao Yang. Chao revealed the diversity of both mouse and human natural killer cells, an immune cell that kills tumors.
I will now present the candidates for the Master of Science degrees. Candidates, arise. President Raymond, these candidates have qualified for the Master of Science degree and have been so certified by the faculty of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. I am pleased to present these candidates to you and recommend that the degree Master of Science be conferred upon them.
Thank you, Dean Misra. By the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science and pronounce you graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Graduates, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Dr. David W. Ashby. Amber M. Brandolino.
I will now present the candidates for the Master of Arts degree. Candidates, arise. President Raymond, these candidates have qualified for the Master of Arts degree and have been so certified by the faculty of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. I am pleased to present these candidates to you and recommend that the degree Master of Arts be conferred upon them.
Thank you, Dean Misra. By the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts and pronounce you graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Graduates, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Dr. Amina Gavam. Jacqueline Schuett. Dr. Annika Svensson. Dr. Kevin Whitford. Dr. Jennifer Wimberly.
I will now present the candidates for the degree of Master of Medical Physiology. Candidates, arise. President Raymond, these candidates have qualified for the Master of Medical Physiology degree and have been so certified by the faculty of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. I am pleased to present these candidates to you and recommend that the degree Master of Medical Physiology be conferred upon them.
Thank you, Dean Misra. By the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Medical Physiology and pronounce you graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Graduates, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Armando D. Barron. Jack K. Bullis. Miguel O. Garcia. Mache S. Gratz. Morgan L. Hill. Tyler S. Labe. Lauren E. Lauterbach. Aisha T. Mohammed.
I will now present the candidates for the degree of Master of Public Health. Candidates arise. President Raymond, these candidates have qualified for the Master of Public Health degree and have been so certified by the faculty of the Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences. I'm pleased to present these candidates to you and recommend that the degree Master of Public Health be conferred upon them.
Thank you, Dean Misra. Candidates, by the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Public Health and pronounce you graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Graduates, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Lisa A. Borchard. Miranda A. Egebrecht. Kristen M. Ertel. Maureen W. Grenewalt. Joshua L. Haas. Morgan C. Luddington. Melissa J. Murphy. David Ravneberg. Geeta K. Wadwani. And Alexis J. Warishofa.
Thank you, Dean Misra. Will those graduates who've received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Medical Physiology, and Master of Public Health, please rise. As graduates of MCW's Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, you've chosen to dedicate your lives and your careers to discovery and the generation of new knowledge, and to the health of the public. These are noble pursuits that will advance the prevention, detection, treatment, and cure of disease and injury. Your legacy will be the contributions you make to the base of scientific knowledge and the improved quality of life derived for people throughout the world, today and for generations to come. We congratulate you, the graduates of MCW's Graduate School of Biomedical Sciences, class of 2019. Thank you, and you may be seated. At this time, I'll turn the podium over to Dr. Joseph Kirschner, Provost and Executive Vice President of MCW and Dean of the MCW School of Medicine, to present the graduates of the medical school.
It is my pleasure to present the 2019 School of Medicine candidates. Before the conferral of degrees, we will proceed with the administration of the Physician's Pledge, the Declaration of Geneva. Candidates for the degree of medicine, arise. Raise your right hand and with me, the Declaration of Geneva. It's right up there. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confined in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Please be seated. President Raymond, on behalf of the faculty of the Medical College of Wisconsin, I present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine and recommend that this degree be conferred upon them.
Thank you, Dean Kirschner. Candidates, by the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Medicine and pronounce you graduates of the Medical College of Wisconsin. Graduates, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our first three students to cross the stage are those who have completed both their Doctor of Medicine and Master of Science degrees. Dr. Trevor Argall. Dr. James Renaud. Dr. Jamie Zeal. Next, I invite our military students to cross the stage to receive their diplomas. These 7 students will be returning to stage after the awarding of degrees to take the military oath of service. Dr. Gretchen Flown. Dr. Nicholas Jelasic. Dr. John McKeon. Dr. Natalie McVeigh. Dr. Morgan Swack. Dr. Karen Thompson. Dr. Chelsea Yunhans. And now the remainder of the M4 class, Dr. Luke Adesso. Dr. Oluwatosin Adanuga. Dr. Nathan Elkacid with honors in research. Dr. Sarah Amhert. Dr. Sean Anderson with honors in research. Dr. Brandon Anhalt. Dr. Michael Apolinario. Dr. Dylan Applin. Dr. Anisha Aurora. Dr. Lauren Barta. Dr. Eric Bauer. Dr. Sarah Beltran Ponce with honors in community engagement. Dr. Drummel Bott. Dr. Trevor Berkey. Dr. Scott Blachek with honors in research. Dr. Stephen Blinka, a graduate of the Medical Science Training Program. Dr. Shoshana Blumenthal. Dr. Samuel Botin. Dr. Lauren Borchert. Dr. Elhaji Kamara. Dr. Zachary Carlson. Dr. David Casillas Plazola. Dr. Mamaram Sise. Dr. Cassandra Chow. Dr. Jamie Collins. Dr. Samantha Crouch. Dr. Nicholas Sasiski. Dr. Aria Devani. Dr. Alexander Dayton, a graduate of the Medical Science Training Program. Dr. Rasika Deshpande. Dr. Alina Douglas. Dr. Samantha Durbin. Dr. Isabella Eiler with honors in research. Dr. Samuel Engelsjerd. Dr. Nicholas Fabry. Dr. Jeffrey Farber. Dr. Sana Fayez. Dr. Aaron Farini. Dr. Michael Flancher. Dr. James Ford IV. Dr. Hallie Foss with honors in research. Dr. Alexander Fox. Dr. Margaret Gallagher. Dr. Sean Gallagher. Dr. Nicholas Gannon. Dr. Michael Gearing with honors in research. Dr. Taylor Giordano. Dr. Xavier Glover. Dr. Adam Goldenberg with honors in research. Dr. Laura Gollop. Dr. Samuel Good. Dr. Brian Gooley. Dr. Brian Adam Jameson Gordon. Dr. Jennifer Gray. Dr. Rupinder Graywall. Dr. Craig Grotius. Dr. Vanika Guignard. Dr. Samuel Hall. Dr. Robert Heffernan. Okay. Dr. Zachary Hellman. Dr. Rachel Henning with honors in research. Dr. Thomas Hirsch. Dr. Joseph Hodap. Dr. Edward Hurt. Dr. Adaku Adika. Dr. John Itzo. Dr. Paul Iglar. Dr. Aaron Isaacson. Dr. Jaroslaw Janzi. Dr. Sunny Jun. Dr. Jonathan Jeske, a graduate of the Medical Science Training Program. Dr. Yuri Jin. Dr. Alexander Johnson. Dr. Benjamin Johnson. Dr. Lauren Kazvinsky. Dr. Mawusi Kamasa. Dr. Donald Kennedy, with honors in community engagement. Dr. Eleanor Kenny. Dr. Jean Kim. Dr. Miles Clamera, with honors in research. Dr. Krista Keller. Dr. Christopher Koo. Dr. Samuel Cortez. Dr. Lindsay Krawchuk. Dr. Catherine Kiefler. Dr. Raman Kudi, a graduate of the Medical Science Training Program. Dr. Nanaya Kwanzaa. Dr. Jackie Kwan. Dr. Joel Lang. Dr. Daniel Lee, with honors in research. Dr. Ryan Lee, with honors in research. Dr. Emily Lin. Dr. Chrissy Liu. Dr. Kristen Liu. Dr. Joshua Lorenz. Dr. Camille Lujak. Dr. Victoria Lyons. Dr. Kieran McAvoy. Dr. John McGee. Dr. Cassandra Mejia. Dr. Michael Menard. Dr. Nicholas Myers with honors in research. Dr. Neil Meyer. Dr. Adam Miller. Dr. Sophie Miller. Dr. Tyler Mills. Dr. Mason Mokarski. Dr. Rhett Nance. Dr. Emily Navarrete. Dr. Christopher Navarro. Dr. Luke Nelson. Dr. Stephanie Nguyen. Dr. Alexander Nielsen with honors in research. Dr. Lucia Natardanada. Dr. Nicholas Organ. Dr. Jose Palomares. Dr. Jijun Park. Dr. Gina Patel. Dr. Paraj Patel. Dr. Shayla Percy. Dr. Ennio Perez. Dr. Jeffrey Peterson. Dr. Emily Phillips. Dr. Alexandria Pankratz. Dr. Jacqueline Powell. Dr. James Price. Dr. Khalid Ramahi. Dr. Amrita Rao. Dr. Pita Regala. Dr. Michael Reese. Dr. Dustin Richter. Dr. Alex Ritchie. Dr. Brian Robichaud. Dr. Matthew Reynes. Dr. Meryl Rubens with honors in research. Dr. Ashley Russell. Dr. Ahmed Sadek. Dr. Michael Sandan. Dr. Scott Sandy. Dr. Luke Schrader. Dr. Alexander Sherman. Dr. Zachary Selsler. Dr. Lawrence Seymour. Dr. Sella Schur. Dr. Alfredo Siller. Dr. Nathan Skinner, a graduate of the Medical Science Training Program. Dr. Haverly Snyder. Dr. Sneha Samani. Dr. Scott Stouter. Dr. Ashley Stuckel with honors in research. Dr. Christopher Stoming. Dr. Kevin Tan. Dr. Emmanuel Tavares. Dr. Zachary Telfer. Dr. Jacob Thurston. Dr. Brenna Tomczak. Dr. Hannah Tumulty. Dr. Tae-Koo Dr. Catherine Umhafer. Dr. Jackson Untereiner. Dr. Alyssa Vaughn. Dr. Megan Wallner. Dr. Benjamin Wong. Dr. Derek Wendler. Dr. Riley Weststein. Dr. Alexandra Way. Dr. Phoebe Nguyen. Dr. Kristen Windsor. Dr. Catherine Wolf. Dr. Melissa Wong. Dr. Liana Woodley Pearson. Dr. Vincent Yacarino. Dr. Jessica Yee. Dr. Timothy Zelmer. And Dr. Elisa Zimning.
Thank you, everybody, and congratulations. 7 members of the class of 2019 have attended medical school on United States Military Health Professions scholarships. I invite Dr. Kenneth K. Lee, retired colonel, state surgeon, Wisconsin Army National Guard, and associate professor in the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at the Medical College of Wisconsin, to center stage to administer the oath as these graduates are commissioned into branches of the United States military.
Thank you, Dr. Raymond. I'm honored to present this oath for the newly commissioned officers.
Gretchen Flown, United States Navy. Nicholas Jelasic, United States Air Force. John McKeon, United States Air Force. Natalie McVeigh, United States Navy. Morgan Schwach, United States Army. Karen Thompson, United States Air Force. And Chelsea Youngins, United States Army. Dr. Lee.
Attention to orders. Raise your right arm. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. That I will obey the orders. Of the President of the United States. That I make this obligation freely. Without any mental reservations. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will. Well and faithfully discharge the duties. Of the office that I am about to accept. In the military service. Of the United States of America. Upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, I present your newest officer in the United States military.
Thank you. I'm sure that I speak for the minds and the hearts of this entire audience when I say to this group of graduates, collectively and individually, that we're very proud of you and your achievements. MCW and its faculty are pleased to have had a part in your preparation, and today we've made public our trust in you. We fully and eagerly anticipate your future successes and accomplishments. With us today, apart from the graduates themselves, is another group which is very much a part of this experience and which deserves special recognition. I'm speaking of the family members, special friends, and MCW and faculty and staff who've contributed to their achievements. Please hold your applause for these special groups until I finish introducing them. Would those of you who are wives, husbands, or significant others please stand? Those of you who are children, please stand. Parents and grandparents, please stand. Now let's give them a round of applause. Aunts, uncles, or anyone else who holds a special place in the heart of our graduates, those applause were for you as well. All of you who now stand before us have been more than spectators during these ceremonies. You're participants in a very real sense. Without your help, your patience, your encouragement, your love, your willingness to sacrifice, many of those who've just received their diplomas would not have been here this afternoon. You too have a reason to celebrate an achievement. In significant measure, these ceremonies also belong to you. You've made an investment in MCW and in these graduates. Not only at this moment, but for all time, you have a right to take pride in your efforts and accomplishments. I hope that you already have claimed for yourselves some part of the applause which has been given, and I hope that you will accept exclusively for yourselves our sincerest thanks. This concludes the commencement exercises for 2019. In closing, we congratulate you, the class of 2019. You'll forever be a part of the MCW family. We also remind you that true happiness is found only in the service of others, whether a family, friends, or strangers. As much as you're willing to engage meaningfully in the service of others, so shall you be rewarded with joy. You're all well prepared for this service. We ask you to use it for the betterment of mankind. So on behalf of the MCW Board of Trustees, the faculty, the administration, and staff, we wish you every success and all the happiness which you could hold. We do ask that the audience please remain seated until the faculty and graduates have exited the hall. And thank you for joining us today.